All right, now I decided to switch up and have 3 different videos for different ways to do arm pumps. That way you can choose the way that's going to be best for you. So I'm going to start by using a towel. Now the towel, if you use the towel, I want you to understand this is not cheating. It's not intense enough. It can be very intense. It's about you going to your own personal max depending on where your flexibility is, on how much you can rotate out, and also about how long or short your arms are, because we all have different arm lengths. So you have to choose the one that's going to be best for you. Let's get started with the towel. Now, everybody says a towel, but sometimes a towel can be kind of fat in your hand. So I found these really almost like little dish towels. They almost look like little diapers. So they're very thin in my hand. The other thing that you might want to consider is a scarf. A scarf would work great as well because it doesn't have that bulk for you to hold on to. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn around so I can show you some things to do with the towel. But just know when we do, the very first thing we're going to have to do, we still first put the body back into our stance. So let me turn around for you. All right, so before you do anything with the towel, just kind of have it in your hand. Have it so that your palms are facing away from you. Can you see that? So the back of the hands are facing the body, back of hand, or the palms are facing front, and your thumbs are facing each other. But don't grip too much because we're going to kind of see the width that we want. But before we do that, looking down again, feet, 4 fingers. Bend the knees, tailbone down, ribs are up, shift into your heels, externally rotate thighs, knees, ankles, squeeze the glutes. All right, so now we're in position here. So ideally, when you hold the towel, you want to hold it in a way where your shoulder, elbow, wrist are in more of a straight line. You might even want to go out slightly wider, and I'm going to show you why in a second. So I kind of like feeling this part, the kind of pointer finger thumb, all the way over to the side of my body. All right, so I want you first to stretch those arms down straight. Thumbs are facing each other, and I'm in a good alignment here. So for some of us, that might be exactly where we need to be. But for the rest of us, I want you to think about this thumb and do one rotation in towards the body. So watch what happens at my shoulder joint, because that's what we're working on, is really rotating the shoulders back. So I'm right here, stretched down. I'm going to rotate that thumb in. So already my shoulder is rolled out. And now I'm going to keep trying to rotate back as much as I can without doing it from my wrist. So again, it's here, it's here, it's here. You might even be able to go more, but most likely not. Now notice that my shoulder, elbow, wrist is in a straight line. That's where you want to be. So to end up, again, you rebend and tuck, shift back. You're going to press the arms down so that your shoulders aren't hunching. Chin is tucked, lifting from the top back of your head. And here is the arm pump. So you're going to pump those arms. Now, you might find that one arm goes easier than the other. I can already feel that my elbow is probably in a little bit more on this side than my other side, which is just going to show you muscle imbalance. So I might try to really rotate this one to make it as even with that one as possible. Can you see when I do this to my side, how my shoulder is not rolled forward, it's up and back. And that's what we're doing with the towel in that position. And that's a lot. That's going to give you a lot of stretching out all in here and in the fascia and up in the top of the arm and in the pec. Now, there's another way you could play with it as well. If that's really uncomfortable to you, you might want to take the towel and instead of having it this way, have it the opposite way, where that palm, the back of the hand's facing out and the thumbs are still always to the side. Bending, tucking, ribs are up, shifting back, Knees are out, and now I'm in this position. Now here, because I'm not going to be twisting, I might bring my hand in a little closer so I feel my side of my tush there and my thumbs to the side, pressing down and taking it out. So see how that might feel. Now in this position, we haven't twisted, right? So you may not get quite as a rotation out, but actually for me, that even feels more comfortable. When you're in this position, the one thing that you do want to do is to think about tightening the towel. So if you're pressing here, pressing down, and not just doing this and that, but you're really thinking, tighten that towel and take it out and bring it back in. The tightening of the towel really make a difference all in here. So that's a good thing to do when you're looking at the towel. So I'm going to stop the towel for now, and we'll go back with bent arms. See you next.